Bear YouTube, how you doing? Just came on here. Well, you know what? I'm gonna wait a little while. Gotta go through this routine. Wait and see if they're gonna send out notifications. Here we go. Three, two, one. Come on, send out the notifications. Let's see. Yeah. Usually it's a little quicker. Lately, I don't know. Maybe I pissed them off. Maybe they're gonna take their time today. Hmm. Come on, YouTube. What's going on? You're slowing down. There you go. There you go. That should be it. Let's see. Yeah, I believe that's what it was. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. All good. Still hanging here for a minute. Wait and see if anything gets on there. Damn, dude. It's unbelievable. I don't. When the hell am I ever gonna remember to bring my frickin' reading glasses? Unbelievable. Leave them in the car. I'm doing actually 2 live streams tonight. I think one now, and I got one scheduled for like 9:15 or something on the other channel. The other one is Legends and Tales of Josie Wales. Had a brain freeze right there for some reason, and nobody's on there. I can barely see that. So I'm just gonna start talking. I do this every day, and every time I'm on here, and it seems like if I start talking, pretty soon somebody jumps on. And, hey, how you doing? Looks like we got somebody there. How you doing tonight, I should say. Just hopped on here because I had a concerning thought I wanted to put out there. What happened? Why are we not hearing any more about the power grid all of a sudden? It's getting deathly quiet about that. And you know what I think they're waiting on? The dead of summer, so they pull the plug on that, or whatever, the whole grid goes down. You know, the grid that's been vulnerable for 50 years and they never lifted a finger to do a damn thing about. You know, with all the tax money they take off of us, they never solidified and fixed it or did anything to protect the people that they're supposed to represent. You know, us, we the people. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. And anyway, I have a weird feeling they're waiting until the dead of summer and they're going to pull the plug or whatever you want to say. Somehow the power grid will probably go down right in the beginning of August or somewhere in the middle of July. And it'll be like during a heat wave, so they can kill a lot of elderly people, because that's what they're about. Depopulation. That's the name of the game. Doing it with everything they can, you know? Doing it with our food. Doing it, hey, how you doing? Who's that? Hello. Smiley face. I like the name. Just talking about how you doing, talking about just the stuff that's going on or not, or seems to not be going on. Like, all of a sudden they stop talking about the power grid and they're on to other things. But that's what they do too. They love to change the subject and keep you guessing what's coming. Cool. But I really, really have a bad feeling we're close to the power grid going down. And people don't realize what the hell that really means. I mean, they do. They know what it is, but they have no idea how painful that's going to be for a lot of people. A lot of people they're so hooked into their phones and their TVs and everything they got, you know, electronics. When the grid goes down, oh my God, it's like taking cigarettes away from someone who's been smoking all their life. They're going to be pretty upset, at least. It's that people should be able to live. Yeah, they should, but and they will up to a point. But the elderly might have some struggles. People on kidney dialysis might have some struggles. There's a lot of things, machinery that's keeping people alive, and the vulnerable, the weak, they're getting culled. The wolves are circling us, and they're just picking off the weak and the old. Before it was with COVID, now they're doing it other ways. That's the way I look at it. What's it say? Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like something's getting ready to happen in due time. And definitely before the election, so they could cause more panic, more chaos, because they don't want to have Trump in there again. They're going to do everything humanly possible, I think, to stop the election. And one of the things that bothers me is that they just passed the draft law. And I was saying this earlier on another live stream. I don't want to see young Americans ending up in a foreign land fighting over something, so some rich guy can get richer. I keep saying that. It's all about power and money. And, we've buried a lot of young people throughout the couple of 100 years we were America. It's the same with other countries. They don't want to do this either. Again, it's the damn elites. And the depopulation thing is for real. They're doing everything they can to get rid of us because they're worried about the planet. It's crazy. There's things wrong with the planet and everything. And the main thing is the elites. That's what's wrong with the planet. They're a curse on it. It's never the poor people starting wars. I say that all the time. Do you think Trump is not a part of the... No, look, I ain't saying anything about... Wait a minute, what's it say? System that is trying to... No, he's probably right in with it, but you see, it's two sides of the same dirty bird. You got right wing, left wing, and neither side's really representing us. They're filling their pockets with money, and that includes Trump and Biden and all of them. They're all, and yet I do want Trump to get back in for the one reason, to fix what happened there. But I'm thinking it's all a damn staged show anyway. It's like we're following the script anyway. None of this is making any sense, and I'll be honest, it's a complete mess. Yes, it feels staged, doesn't it? Who is that? Mark? Does it say Yeager? How you doing, Mark? Hope you had a good holiday. I didn't even see your other comments for just till right now. Let's see. People should be able to... you're the one that said, yeah, they should. For a while, look at the Amish. They can do it. But and that's why our government's picking on the Amish right now, because they're off grid. They don't have a chokehold on the Amish, It's sad because they're over there not bothering anybody, the Amish, and they're coming after them for, trying to make a couple dimes, nickels and dimes, or whatever, small amount of money compared to these corporate America, like on their milk products. They sell raw milk. Now, they've been drinking that for decades, since the beginning of time. I'm not saying it's safer or better. I'm just saying it seems to me there's something more than just about, safety and everything. It's about control. Everything they do is about trying to put a chokehold on us and control us. That's my opinion anyway. Where are you from anyway, Mark and Smiley Face? You guys, Americans, I'm going to guess you would be probably talking about all this with me. If you're from another country, you maybe you would, but I'm assuming both of you are from America. I'm from Delaware. What's it say? Who's that? Tammy, how you doing? Good to see you. I saw you the other day on here. That was the first time in a little while. Sometimes I don't think the notifications are going out. No, actually, I've been checking up on them. Hopefully you're getting them, and here you are, so I guess you got this one. I was just talking about the power grid going down. I have a feeling it's going to go down soon. They stopped talking about it, strangely enough, because they were talking a lot about it a little while ago. And then you got Putin threatening us now because things are ramping up over there. Someone could blow out the power grid. Maybe it's not going to be, someone in our government. It doesn't matter. I feel like all these governments are in it together in a way. Like, we're the poor suckers that don't know the game plan, more or less. That they're not. You go look at the, I don't know if you guys know, but the Bilderberg meetings and the, what's the other one? Bohemian Grove and all these elites that go to these World Economic Forum. They don't really usually share what they're talking about. And yet they're talking about us and what they're going to do with us and, with the world, like they own it and stuff. But they don't include us, and it's not ever publicized what they're talking about, or very little of it, just what they want us to know. And who the hell died and made them boss or gave them the right to decide our fate? It's bullshit. What's that say? They are together. Yeah, you're talking about all the sides. I think, you know what? It's the rich, the elites. If you go back in time, dude, and follow their bloodline, they all come out of the same system, or the same. That's why they're into that whole Great Reset thing. God forbid if they lose their money and their power. That's all they live for. That's their God. That's their center of their universe. And they want to make sure they stay on top. So, anyway, I got another live stream coming up in about, what the hell time is it anyway? Let me see. I got a little while. I already have it scheduled on my other device for, let's see, it's 8:44. I'm over. That'll be over on Josie Legends and Tales of Josie Wales channel. What's that say? What's that? Rats leaving the ship. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the rats leaving the ship as it's sinking. And you know what? We gotta kill stop a few rats out before they get off the boat. Yeah, and I've been saying this a lot, and I'm waiting for somebody to say something about this. And nobody really knows how to answer this or talk about this, or they're not saying anything. I keep bringing attention to the little children that are over in Africa right now, and they're being enslaved, and nobody seems to say anything about it, and nothing. It's bullshit. I don't know if you're aware of it. Probably not, because they're keeping it kind of quiet. And I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Blood Diamonds, but it kind of reminds me of that. Leo DiCaprio was in there, and they got these young people, most of them are kids and stuff, digging up. Right now they're digging up cobalt and lithium mining and all this other stuff, and probably at gunpoint, most likely. And there's civil war going on over there. And this very strange thing is, right now, all of a sudden, there's monkeypox coming out of there, and it's 3 times as deadly as it was a while back. So in other words, it's been weaponized. They're dumping it right in there, just like they did with the Ebola. I believe the Ebola started over there, maybe naturally, and they used Africa like a laboratory, played around with it, and weaponized it and made it worse. What's that say? I saw a documentary on these cobalt. Yeah, it's sickening. And like I said, there's people screaming and crying for reparations. And I said to them, I tell you what, let's go get you your reparations, but then we'll take the money and stop anybody else from getting thrown into slavery modern day. How about that? How about you get your money, you help, and stop this shit, But they don't. A lot of people won't want to do that because human beings are selfish. They don't even want to hear about things out there that they have no control over. But we all have a little bit of control. We can open our mouth and we can start saying things and doing things. And that's what I was saying yesterday. People got to bring it to, attention to everybody. And I'm surprised. A lot of times I'll get on here and they'll just shadow ban me for a while because I say what I mean and mean what I say, and try to get truth out there. What's this say? I thought there was another. Man, my eyesight's bad. If you see me squinting at the screen, it's because I can barely read it. Hold up. So, anyway, the whole thing is human beings are selfish creatures, it seems like, mostly. Yeah, but you know what? I don't totally blame it on us in general. We're kind of programmed like that. Everything from Hollywood and everything we see on TV, on the internet, it's all about self-gratification. It's about doing stuff for ourselves. Never about, like, being selfless and going out and helping others. And I said this, we haven't had any real patriotism and, unity in our country since 9/11. It takes a serious, devastating attack to bring us together, and that's sad. What's he say? TV is programming. Absolutely, Martin. You're right. I don't have cable or any of that shit. I have a TV in there I haven't turned on. I have a VCR, or not a VCR, I'm sorry, DVD player, and it's a mini one. I don't even put it through the TV or nothing. I watch it on a small screen, and I barely even watch that because even the movies it's all predictive programming and all this other bullshit, and it's all corrupt. It is what it is. What's that say? Well, you think 9/11 was really terrorist? Absolutely, but probably American terrorists, meaning our own fucking terrorist government, maybe. Did you ever think of that? I did. Anybody that blows up a building's a terrorist, no matter what, what you're calling them or what country or whatever, if that's what you meant. Treasonous. There you go. Absolutely. Treasonous terrorist. I think certain members of our government were in on that. The same deep state that's doing stuff now, and puppetizing Biden over there in a way, because he shouldn't even be. He's not well, and they're using him to push agendas. That's just my opinion. You can have another one, but it's what it looks like to me. And you might want to, if you're thinking differently, you might want to stop for a minute and really look at what's going on. What else we got down here? Actually, you know what? What time is it? I'm going to have to be getting off here shortly. What's it say? Elderly abuse. Exactly, Tammy. It is. It's sad. And he almost has a look of like he can't deal with it anymore. Like, it's almost like they're torturing him, in a way. But you know what? I don't have a whole hell of a lot of sympathy for Biden. Sorry. I mean, to do that to anybody, pushing him like that is wrong when they can't. He's not right. And the funny thing is, they were saying that about Donald Trump and everything, but everything they say about Trump, and this is what just galvanized me more and more to vote for Trump, is they're attacking the shit out of him with the same thing that they're doing. It doesn't make any sense. They're using Saul Alinsky tactics, where they'd come up and punch you in the face and ask you why you just assaulted their knuckles with your chin. You see, they turn everything around like you're the criminal, and they play the part of the victim. It's ridiculous, but that's what's going on over and over and over. It's dirty tricks. It's like backstabbing or something. They don't even have the stones to frickin' face your face forward. It's all behind the back, stabbing you and all that kind of shit. What's this? Let's see. Trump's grandpa came here through this. What's that say? Operation Paperclip. Yeah, the funny thing is, I would say there's a shit ton of people who came over in that are working with our government even to this day. Their sons and their grandsons and whatnot. It's probably still rolling along. Trump versus Biden is the same as Stone Cold Triple H. Yeah, yeah, maybe. I don't know, dude. I want to see Trump body slam him, or what's that move they used to do that I forget back in the day. Yeah, that would be kind of funny if they actually got in the ring and wrestled for the presidency. Probably be a more honest way of winning the thing, because cheating just ain't getting it for me. I don't like the way they played the last 20 fucking elections, whatever, because I really think it's more than just the last election. I think there's been major cheating going on and corruption for a long time. Yeah, cage match, exactly. Who said that? Tammy? Yeah, exactly. Maybe bring in some other wrestlers like Hillary Clinton so she can get flipped flipped out of the ring and hit with a chair, all that good stuff. If it doesn't matter if you hate them, you're gonna watch and believe it. Kind of like, yeah, what's that say? To matter long. Man, this is a bitch trying to read this. Wait a minute, let's see if that helps. No matter how absurd it is. Yeah, you know what? That's the problem with even watching TV and shit. We fell into a trap growing up from kids. I mean, think about it. Your parents put you in front of the TV when you're a child, maybe back in the day, and you watch Saturday cartoons, eat your breakfast, all the way up to adulthood, and you just absorbed all the shit that was coming through. The whole point of TV was to program, and somebody said that earlier. It actually was programming. There you go. Mark Yeager's saying that too. Exactly. They've been programming us forever, you know? And it's hard to think out. And I don't know how many of you guys ever thought about this. I'm stuck on this one. The whole flat Earth versus a globe. You know, you got a guy named Joe Embriano out there. I don't know if any of you guys know him. A very intelligent guy. And he's kind of funny sometimes. Which is because we believe anything. Yeah, exactly. TV is like our gods, unfortunately. We like watch it and act as if it's crazy. That's why I don't watch it anymore. What's that? It's flat too. Yes, if you believe in the Bible, for instance, it talks about a firmament and a plane, firmament. But we're told and shown globes in school and everything, and all your life you're told that. What if we're just unable to visualize in our head? I mean, I believe the Bible, but I swear to you, I run into a wall with that, and it's because of the programming. I think one day it's all going to come crashing down. They're not going to be able to hide all the crazy shit that they've been hiding, you know? What's it say? The Bible explains, yeah, it does. But it's still, you got to admit, it's what we've been seeing. Everything, every movie, every TV. The beginning of, I don't know if you remember back in the day that would show like movies and stuff. And like the older ones that have like a globe spinning at the end of the movie, or or the beginning when the credits are rolling or whatever. It's always been, you know, in our face. And the planets. Maybe it's a plane and not a planet. You know, it's flat level. I don't know. Richie from Boston used to talk about this a lot. And that and chemtrails, which they're finally admitting to, the whole chemtrail thing. I don't know, do you guys remember Richie from Boston? Just remember, it's all we've been fed. You're right, both fed mentally and actually fed. The fluoride in the water and fed, you know, the garbage that's in the cereals and things that kids are eating in the morning. And as you grow older, there's still more garbage, just preservatives and everything. That's also affecting our mental state. All the chemicals are dumping on us. We're living in a chemical bath or whatever, that dropping out of the sky with chemtrail. What's it say? Billions of light years. What's that, Mark? I didn't catch that. Billions of light years? Are you talking about like planets and all that? Yeah, we've been lied to, and it's not real. Yeah, but we've been told that so many times that there's some part of our mind's going to fall back to that a lot of times. And if you broke completely free of that and you don't see that at all in your mind, man, you're lucky, because I'm still battling that one. That one fucks my head up a little bit. It feels like it's because it's everything we've heard all our lives. And we got to break loose, actually, because we're like in a matrix or something. it's what fucks us up. We're buying everything we're told without question. And I get on here a lot of times. It's one of the big things I say. I say question everything, or go through and God gave us all a brain. Try to use it. See if you're being bullshitted or what. And there's also something, discernment. That doesn't come from your brain. Discernment comes from your heart, because God talks to each and every one of us through our heart. It's almost like an instinct, the way animals have. You can sense things, and I believe God gave us that ability, each and every one of us. It's not like certain people have the power of prophecy and this and that. I think it's up to God. At any moment, he might give you some word of knowledge, and you just thought it was just something came to you. But if you stop long enough and think about things, odds are maybe God has been handing us all information. There's a great awakening been going on for a number of years, especially after COVID. Everybody seems to be a lot of people are on the same wavelength. And you be talking to people, and everybody's starting to know things that, you wonder how they came to the same. I can't explain what I'm talking about. I think you get it. A lot of us are on the same wavelength, and they'll try to say, "Oh no, you guys are all crazy," or what. No, I don't buy that. There's a lot of shit going on, and we're starting to discover that more and more as time goes on. Yeah, you know what? I gotta probably end this, and I'm gonna go over to my other channel. Well, no, I got a couple more minutes. Or I can just change the time on my other channel. Hang on here a little longer. Wait a minute. So I got another live stream coming. Trying to build up my channels the last couple of days. I think I did 4 live streams. Jumped back and forth all night yesterday. One was for like an hour and a half or something. And then I was doing videos in between. A couple of them. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on 1 second. Okay. I wonder, just kill this thing, or how do I change it? Okay. Oh, I got somebody waiting on that. I don't want to kill this. Maybe I'll leave it be. I still got some time here for a minute. We got 8 people on there right now. By the way, thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. I turned my air conditioner off and burning gas and fogging up the windows. I was thinking about going inside and doing my other live stream in there. The problem is, I say this all the time, I'll start in on a live stream and my cat will be coming and climbing and jumping on me, and it's distracting as shit. I love the cat, but man, oh man. And actually, it's 2 of them. And one doesn't do it that often, but every now and then he will. The other one, man, it's hard to concentrate. Running around behind you to climb up over the chair, and it's funny up to a point, and then it's annoying. The other dad did one inside, and plus I have neighbors that, sometimes they're loud over there and just hard to do a live stream. Not always, but every now and then. Anyway, I forgot what we were talking about. What's that? On Mask 1 goes live. What's that? A troll tried to get me to argue. I don't blame, what's that say? Unarmed people. Yeah, I had a couple trolls over here the other day, and usually I let them do whatever they want. I don't care, USB. But as soon as they go after anybody that's on the live stream, they're gone. They want to bust my stones and joke at me. I'll do it a little bit back, but you know what? I don't care. Their words never hurt you unless you let them. But they can be distracting, and you got to be kind of an asshole or somebody that's desperately alone in the world and doesn't know how to communicate without trying to insult somebody, or maybe they're jealous because you're able to go on and talk and get along with people. Maybe they don't have that ability. I never understood why people troll. I mean, maybe it's fun or whatever once in a while, but some people do it all the damn time. It's weird. Anyway, what do we got here? Yep, amen. That's true. but this guy wouldn't leave the other day, and someone told me, cut him off and all. No, I actually feel bad for him, sort of. You know, it's there's something, maybe in a way. See, here's the thing. I come on here to deal with my anger with the shit going on in the world, and I try to do it in a positive way. Maybe they're just as angry, maybe taking a different point of view than me, and they're just firing off a few rounds at my ass, on there, and attacking me or whatever, or not just me, anybody. But I don't see a point in it. What's that? Taz is looking. Is that what that says? Who is that? Adrian Gonzalez? How you doing, Adrian? You're not a troll by you're not a troll by chance, are you? You just rolling in here? You're welcome. Come in. And even if you're a troll, as long as you ain't going after any of these people over here, I'll leave you be. I don't care. A lot of times I'll laugh it off if it's funny or something. I'll just laugh along with it a little bit, and sometimes it helps the live stream a little. If they're not being obnoxious. I think everybody's got a right to speak. I believe in freedom of speech. I might not agree with what they're saying, but I try to not be a hypocrite. I'm sitting here talking about freedom and everything all the time the other day, and I got to make sure that I ain't, because I don't agree with them. If I'm an American and believe in what America is supposed to stand for, then I got to let them speak. Simple and plain. That's the way I feel about it. What's that? Taz is look. By the way, who's Taz? Is that a troll by chance? Name sounds familiar. Maybe I ran into him somewhere on somebody's channel. Maybe mine. I don't know. And that's how I more or less started on YouTube. I was going around to other people's channel and just commenting and stuff. But I was never really, I probably did a little bit of trolling and way back, and maybe it's karma. Maybe I'm getting a little back for what I did. But mostly I never thought it was too cool to do that to people. But let's see. I think I'm gonna have to I wonder what happens if I put another live stream right next to you guys and try to do 2 live streams like that at the same time. What, does anybody ever done that? 2 separate live streams. Let's try it. What do you think? That way I don't have to leave this one. I can set both of these up here, maybe. I still got like 15 minutes left. Let me see. And you guys can probably jump back and forth to the 2 live streams. I got somebody waiting over on this one, but I think I have, how much time do I got left on this? Wait a minute. Wait. They changed it up. I gotta fix it again. Because it didn't have some information in there, and they'll probably screw with the, if you mess up in the way you set up your live streams, I think that's a green light for them to totally fuck your whole video up. They'll come in, he forgot to hit this button, boom, and they just shit on you. What's that? Okay, Tammy, I'm gonna try this. Let me see what happens. Yeah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Select audience. Location. Here we go. There we go. And I wonder, should I just start it now? What happens if I start it now? I got one person waiting over there. What time is it anyway? I just saw it a minute ago. Wait a minute. 9:06. I think I set it for 9:50. Let me just fire it up now and see what happens. Here we go. Wait a minute. I'll even try to do this. See, you guys won't be able to see that. I don't know how. Okay. Go live. There we go. There we go. We're live on 2 different channels. One over here is Josie Wales, Legends and Tales of Josie Wales. My old channel way back in the day, that the one they took down, was Josie Wales. I always mix it up, still call it that. This one over here is, oh, there we go, there's a notification. We're live on 2 channels now. First time I did that, pretty cool. And let's see what we got. Nobody on there. And it'll take about 4 or 5 minutes. I had somebody waiting, now they're gone. Maybe they haven't yet been notified because they were set up to come on at 9:15 or whatever time it was I had set on there. Anyway, let me turn this off. I'm going to kill off my damn gas. I need that for tomorrow. Yeah, gas is getting ridiculous, isn't it? Thanks, Joe. Joe Biden, right out of the gate, took away our oil refinery. What was that? That wasn't the Nord Stream. That's the one they blew up. Whatever, the one that was running, I guess, out of Canada or Pennsylvania. We need combustion engines. You know, you can't just stop using them right now. You gotta wean yourself off. And actually, somebody just came up with a hydrogen engine. I'm getting notifications for Stephen Gardner's channel. Get off there, Stephen. Yeah, you got plenty of subscribers over there, Stephen. Let me have a couple. You know, dude's rocking the world. He's been around. Stephen Gardner's been around on YouTube for a long time, and I'm a newbie here. I'm just trying to, you know, get my feet wet and survive in this game. And the dude's got his notification up there. All right. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, somebody just came out with a hydrogen powered engine. Not that they just came, they probably had that. Hundreds of people probably been messing around with different engines, but they'll kill that idea. Literally, I think what it was, it broke water down into hydrogen, you know, H2O, and it left like no harm to the environment at all. So they're not going to do that, but they're going to take everything else away from you and not give you that option. You know, this whole green new bullshit. Now, that's not the climate change thing. You know, someone comes up with something like that, they can't really make a ton of money off of, probably, which somebody might, but they don't want you to have anything like that. Nikola Tesla, going back to the power grid and everything, Nikola Tesla gave the world, before he died, he wanted the world to have his number one thing that he was proud of was free energy, and he should have been proud of. If that, you know, a lot of people are still living in the dark over in third world countries, and the thing is, they just want to enslave the world. They want to have us. Let me put my air conditioner. This is hot as shit in here all of a sudden. And I open the windows, but it's humid as hell. It's like I'm in a sauna in here. And like I said, here's the thing. I ain't even got one person over there yet. Waiting over here on this other live stream. How deep? I'm 2 minutes and 35 seconds in there. Well, maybe if I talked about something interesting, maybe somebody will hop on there. Anyway, what was I getting into there a minute ago? I know about the hydrogen engine. See, that's the thing with me. I jump around a lot. Different things, but it's all off the top of my head. I barely would say I'd script anything. I just start talking about shit that's bothering me, shit that's happening in the news, all kinds of different things, and it is what it is. Hey, how you doing? We finally got somebody on this other live stream. I'm going two live streams right now simultaneously. Never tried it. I'm sure other people have done it. What's it say? Did you see when George Floyd died? They had his, what's that say? Kindergartner teacher on CNN. Her name was, what's that say? Wynel Sexton. They are showing us they're full of it. Yeah, you know what? They made him out to be a saint. Yeah, and they literally, like, they were idol worshiping this guy after he died. They threw a big funeral for him. Yeah, I think he almost had the same deal John Kennedy had. The president of the United States got assassinated, and he had less fanfare than George Floyd almost. And I'm just kidding around, which is kind of sick humor when you're talking about, something like that. But really, they made him out to be a hero and stuff. he committed a crime, and that's why he got into a problem with the cops. Not trying to just say, it is whatever. Somebody's behind me. I see that light glaring off the screen. It's distracting me. What does this say? It was a false flag. Yeah, yep, you're right. You're right. That whole thing was set up, and there's a lot of them happening damn near every time you turn on the news. A lot of these shootings and stuff, it's all pre-planned, it's all scripted, it's all, and there was one back in the day, I don't know if you guys remember David Hogg down in Florida. There's a shooting going on in school, and I guess he was off that day, he was sick or something, so he saw that, and he just happens to jump on his bicycle, pedal his ass in there, so he can get in on the action. He runs into the school. Like, why would anybody fucking do that? And how did he get in there? He ran past the cops that were hanging back. The whole thing didn't make any sense. And then you had the other shooter over there in, I think it was a trans shooter, and around Christmas time, I think it was in Tennessee, came into the school. How many times did that happen? There was like a lot of that going on. And, there's no way that's random. And of course, they all have to have the manifesto, because every crazy person, has to jot down notes before they have a complete and utter meltdown, start murdering people. I think that's like common knowledge. You didn't know that? You know what I mean? It's all bullshit. That's probably the Manchurian candidate, thing that, brainwashed them to go do this and write these notes down and then let them loose on society, and that shit, guess what? That's MK Ultra shit, and that still happens. CIA was doing that, and they're still doing it. I guarantee it. They just went deeper underground on it. It's still happening, and they just changed the name. They didn't really stop anything. They changed the name of it, so you don't really know what the hell they're doing. Anyway, I got nobody. I had somebody on there. Oh, there you go. Somebody back over there. Wait a minute. As soon as I got to look up there, they put a damn another notification of another channel up there. I can't say. How you doing up there over at Josie Wales channel, Legend of the Tales? I'm doing 2 live streams, or trying to at the same time. And what my ideal situation was going to be, it would be scrolling so fast I couldn't keep up with it. Just see if I could hang in there for a while. But it's barely even moving. I got 5 over here according to this. 2 thumbs up, by the way. Thank you. Over here now it's nobody. Anyway, it's kind of neat to do this, to try it out. And maybe I'll keep doing it like this. That way I can build both channels up. But I also like to talk about different things on different channels. I guess that's about all right now. There we got somebody back over there. Maybe it's the same person. Did you guys ever notice that? I don't know if any of you use live stream. Like, sometimes you think the person went away or something, and boom, they're back instantly, unless it's somebody else. I don't know. There's a lot of things on YouTube I don't understand. It's still learning as I go, and some of it's, I hate these notifications. And some of it looks kind of sketchy. Like, I've literally saw this today. I was doing a live stream, and I had I think I had 49, no, I think it's right after the live stream ended. I'm going through it and looking at it, and it was like 49 views, and then it went up to 69. I was like, oh, that's cool. They're still tallying them up. And then it went back to 49, and I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell was that? I know I saw that. And so I said something in a comment. I went on the thing and put a comment out there. Just kind of let them, because I know they're spying 24/7 on you. Let them see that I know, that they know that I know, that somebody's fucking around over there, and I don't like it. I just said something about it. And then it went back to normal, and it brought back my thing now. And it happened a couple times like that. So I don't know if they're testing people. I know somebody's got a channel that I think they got to be shadow banning this person. And I can't figure out why. This lady doesn't do nothing on there. I don't know. It just seems like they pick on certain. You know what? She talks about God once in a while. They don't like that, I guess. And it's sad, you know. We're Americans. We should have the right to speak, you know. If you don't like it, it's like TV. You don't like something, you turn the channel. Turn it off. Go to something else. And you should have the right to speak. And we ought to all defend everybody's right to speak. I had somebody on there the other day, Free Palestine thing. I said, you know what? Cool. You know, you say that. But I said, you giving a shit about anywhere else in the world? Or are you just only talking about that because that's what they want us to just talk about? They don't want you to talk about the cobalt mines that I've been talking about, or the Uyghurs over in China. Uyghurs or Uyghurs, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I've been talking about them a lot. They are a group of Muslim Chinese people that are literally being thrown in concentration camps, you know? So, and I'm just saying how people are focused on one group of people. Basically, again, it's mind control. They're telling you what you need to, this is what you need to know. Did you ever hear that saying or that phrase? You know, you'll open up a newspaper or see it on, this is what you need to know. Who the fuck are you to tell me what I need to know? I didn't come here to, you know, need to know what you want to tell me. There's other shit in the world that you're not telling me, you know, and you're just demanding that this is all I need to know. Okay, whatever. I don't know if you even know what I'm talking about, but hey, what's that? What's that? Hey, you, God bless you too. Who's that? Kevin Delaney. Kevin Delaney, you might be related to me, maybe, if you're from originally anywhere near the Drexel Hill area. Did you have a sister named Marge? She passed away. I don't know. I remember Billy Delaney. There were the in-laws, but there's probably like 40 million Delaneys over there. I'm picking you out of a hat, thinking you're, you know, somebody I know. Anyway, if you are, thanks for stopping by, and God bless you too, brother. What's this here? What do we got over on this side? How do you go live with only 350? Oh yeah, 350 subscribers. I got more. Was that say 350-ish? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you can go live. You can go live after 50, I think it is now. I have another channel, The Revenge of Josie Wales. I only use it randomly. You can go sub there, but if anything happens, that's when the other Josie Wales comes out and gets his revenge on YouTube. No, but for real, I think it's 50 subs can get you over to the point. You won't get big live streams in the beginning, I don't think. A handful of people here and there, and you build it up. And thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. Yeah, so I'm almost positive that's the deal. You maybe back in the day you couldn't live stream till you had a lot more. I'm aiming for right now. I'm actually on this channel. It's about 350, 360. On the other channel, it's I got 609. So I'm rolling along half decent. Trying to hit 1,000 over here and see what happens then. Maybe start taking off big time. Anyway, see, I forgot what the hell I was originally talking about. People probably walking by me. I'm in my car, and I guarantee my neighbors think I'm crazier than shit. You know, not too far off. But no, but for real, I can't. Like I said, I can't stand trying to do a live stream in the house all the time. Once in a while, I'll do it. Especially, like, I did one the other night. It was late. My cats were crashed out. They literally will come in and run and jump on me and just throw me off. I'm trying to do a live stream. And then, again, my other neighbors once in a while are loud. And I kind of like doing it in the car like that. But I guarantee you, people walk by like, whew, this guy's nuts. And what, let him. I don't give a shit when anybody says. No insecurities here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just am what I am. I'm doing what I'm doing. Anyway, what do we got going here? What time is it? You know what? I'm gonna have to probably end this because I go into work tomorrow morning, and we're rolling along. This one's got. You know what? Let's go a little longer. I got almost 50 minutes there. and I got what looks like 15 over there. I wonder how much battery I got. A little bit there. I'm good for a while. Yeah, I could probably do a few more minutes of boring you guys. Anyway, let's go back and talk about shit going on in the world. The thing that I was talking about when I first started this live stream, that's what I want to go back to. The power grid. I really believe that they're going to knock that thing offline right in the middle of the hottest time. We'll be in a heat wave, and boom, everything's going to go out. And they're doing rolling blackouts in Texas right now, or not, I don't know about right now, but you know something? How the hell? And why would you want to switch everything over if you can't even, and why? I can't even say what I'm trying to say because I got so much shit trying to come out right now. For instance, why is it they're pushing the electric car and you don't have a way to charge the fucking thing? What are you gonna push it downhill and try to charge it? What's that say? I just did a test live. Thanks for info. Cool. Yeah, that's good. I'll tell you what, dude. You put up material. I'll subscribe to your channel. All right, Mark. Let me try to get over to you. What's your name? Mark Yeager. I'm gonna try to get to your channel. I wonder if I can do that right now. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see here. Channel activity. You put user. Hang on 1 second. I don't know if you guys can. Let's see. I might be able to subscribe right now, dude. If you don't mind, you cool with that? Yeah, I don't see how I can do that unless I hit that right there. Doesn't have a spot to subscribe yet. Anyway, I'll come back to that and try to find you on YouTube, dude. Alright, so let me get this off of there. Wait a minute. There's got to be a way to do that. Like I said, I'm learning as I'm going. What's this? Hey, who's that? How you doing? What's that say? Wait a minute. Which Truman's too? Oh, wait a minute. W12 Truman 2 or 12. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. What do we got over there? It's harder than I thought trying to do two live streams. I'm doing two live streams at the same here. If you just hopped on, I'm trying to, and it's kind of neat. And it helped me build up my channels quicker. You guys are still seeing me early on. One day I might make it. I got a long way to go. What's that say? Cool. Yeah, I was talking about the, let me turn this off again. I'm burning up my gas. Price of gas is ridiculous. The whole power grid thing. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, the whole power grid thing is a joke. Like, they want you to all go out and buy a $50,000 electric car. Where are you going to charge it? How are you going to drive it to work to be able to pay for the damn thing? They barely have any infrastructure built up with it. And by the way, I don't know if you guys know this or heard this. There's like $24 billion missing out of California's budget money. And what's his name? Can't explain where it went. Gavin Newsom. I was thinking maybe if he was smart, he would have been using some of that to build up the power grid out there, because that's a mess too. And maybe while he's at it, look into how you can stop all them fires out there. Find a way to reflect the DEW weapons, the direct energy weapons, back at whatever satellite it is and blow them out of the sky. Because that's what I think's doing it a lot of times, other than possibly just straight up arson. And of course, there is natural fires. There's a shit ton of windstorms come through there, and it takes one spark because they don't clear out the brush in between. They're out here in the east, I know, like you go up the mountains, there's fire lanes cut in so that fire don't jump over. It seems like they're not doing that in California, is what I heard, or not as much. And I don't know whether that is why, but there's a shit ton of fires out there, ain't there? And what's really weird is, like, you'll have a car melt down, and right next to the tree that's standing 5 feet away, barely touched. Or if it is, it's cooked from the inside out like a microwave. So I don't know. I don't think people are making that shit up, you know? And how come the mainstream media isn't digging around in that? Because they don't give a shit. They're puppets. They're just telling us what the elites want us to know, you know? And that's that. Thanks for that other thumbs up over there. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Who do we got over there? What's that? My dad is just like you. Yeah, I'll take that as a compliment. You know why? Because he's wise with time. I'm an old man now, and I remember how my pop was. You know, when I was young, I thought I had all the damn answers. You know, and as you get older, you realize how damn dumb you might have been when you were a kid. You know, but it is what it is. The longer you're here, the more you learn, more you know. What's it say? Hawaii knows. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy because you're not hearing any. By the way, when you're talking about Hawaii, there's shit going on right now with Oprah over there on the island. She's buying up stuff mysteriously again, grabbing up little pieces of different properties and stuff. And a while ago, people were coming after her and pointing the finger at her. And if you look at all the out in Hollywood, a lot of people were. What's this? Notification. People were talking about Cat Williams, and I don't know if you guys knew all that, and Dave Chappelle and a bunch of other people are talking about a lot of shit going on with Oprah, and I don't know. All that Hollywood shit is bullshit. It's all Illuminati mind control horse shit, and they're trying to program us constantly, you know, with the movies and everything. Anyway, yeah, direct energy weapons. You're right, Mark. That's what I was saying. I'm wondering if they're using a technology like that. You know how they literally had out in California at one point, and I think it's elsewhere. It was called atmospheric rivers. In other words, storm clouds so thick up there, water. It was flooding out areas, and I've never heard that before. You know, I've been around for a while. I've never heard that shit anywhere, and it's like they're making up new weather things because they have to, because they're fucking with new technologies. What's that say? HAARP. Yeah, exactly, HAARP. Yep, that's up in Alaska. And you know another thing while you're on HAARP, how about the shit with anybody seeing what's happening with the whales? Number one, they're beaching themselves. Their sonar or something's really screwing them up. And it's worse now because we're at a time of war, and they're using some new kind of sonar to identify where subs are or something. And there's orcas now. It was in the Mediterranean. They were attacking boats and shit, tearing the boats up. It looked like the Jaws movie. You know, the small fishing boats were getting attacked. Something was bothering these fish. A little while before that, they had fish swimming in circles, doing all kind of weird behavior. They're doing all kinds of shit. And it's all about, you know, depopulation, messing up the world, playing God, and basically fucking up everything. And nobody's holding them accountable. You know? That's why, another reason why I'm getting on here, I don't give a shit. They're basically going to push us all off into some FEMA camp sooner or later. Might as well get a couple, you know, speak up and say what you feel now, because if you don't, you might regret it later, you know? I'm sure there's a lot of people during World War II that got marched into the death camps that were like, damn, I can't believe I just went along to get along. And this is where it brought me. And that's what's going to happen again. People need to stand up. Anyway, what do we got going on over here? I can see this. What's that? They were right. Yeah. You mean, who was right? I'm trying to understand what. See, that's another thing. YouTube tends to delay things a little bit. Sometimes it's hard because I can't, when I'm putting a message up on someone else's live stream, I'm kind of slow. I'm older, and but they delay stuff too. It'll hold for a second. You might see it on your side. I think they're slowing it down so they can go and censor. You know, especially with me, I'll just say stuff and they don't like it, and they'll censor me. I've had them do it before. What's this? It's really. Wait a minute. Hang on. It's really dystopian reality we're living in. Yeah, it's horrifying too, dude. It's really, really. You can't. Are you still there? I think I just knocked something offline here. Wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's out of control. And you know what? I don't think this has been like this for maybe since the beginning of time. It's just they hit it a hell of a lot better. And it's almost like COVID. The whole thing with COVID started waking people up because they got to stay home and they had a lot of free time on their hands, and they got on the internet and they started talking to other people that were like-minded, and that pissed the government off. They screwed themselves. They were better when they kept us isolated, and that's what they did with stay 6 feet apart and all this, wearing masks so you couldn't hear the guy standing next to you telling you this is bullshit. I think the whole mask thing was, well, obviously it's to cut down people spitting when they're talked and whatnot, spreading germs, so they say. Yeah, doctors do it. I see that. The problem is, I think it's also symbolic. They're taking our right to speak. That it's a head game. You know what I'm saying? Putting a mask on your mouth, and, a muzzle, I should say, like you're a sheep or whatever. And there's a lot of things like that. There's more to that than just being, remember how hard they wanted to keep the mask on, two masks now, they didn't want us to talk because they knew that it's just a matter of time. People were going to start thinking and realizing something's really wrong here on this planet. And they destroyed everybody's economy and fucked everything up. And right before that went on, if you remember back, a shit ton of like herbalists and what do you call them, doctors that unconventional doctors were dying mysteriously or falling out of windows. All this crazy shit was happening. Bankers were dying all around the world in 2000. I think it was 2017. I think they knew this was coming, and they were knocking off anybody that had any information on what they were getting ready to do and wasn't part of the game plan. That's just my opinion. Something weird happened there because a shit ton of people died mysteriously, and then you stop hearing about it. Yeah, it must have been Hillary Clinton again. I don't know. People just fucking drop dead and stuff. 5 bullets in their back. They committed suicide. Anyway, what do we got here? What am I up to? I broke an hour on here. 102. That's cool. That's the longest I've ever been on there, and I got a half an hour over on this side. And you know what? Now my battery's probably going dead. Let me see. I can't see. Hang on. Wow, I still got plenty of battery on that. 29%. That can go for a while. And this other one I can't seem to see. Hang on. 19. I still got a little time on that too. Anyway, what was I gonna say? What's that? Yeah, direct energy weapons. I was talking about that earlier. English or Spanish? Either or. Well, actually, I can speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm learning. I work in a restaurant, and we have a lot of people who speak Spanish that came here, and I teach them English. They teach me Spanish. Somebody asked me, "Did you take anything in school?" I said, "Yeah, I took drugs." I never took a language, so I learned it afterwards. That was just a joke anyway. I took drugs. I did that well before school, before I ever got there. No, just kidding. Yeah, it's, I forgot what I was going to say. I was just about ready to talk about something. English or Spanish. Oh, yeah, that's the thing, Here's the deal. I don't care how you feel. If someone came here, maybe they're trying to better their world. Cool. But I kind of find it wrong for you to say you have to learn English, That seems kind of fucked up. Yeah, it would be smart if you learned the language if you're coming here so you can function, but it just seems kind of fucked up. If you go down there, I guess, you better be able to speak and yeah, all right, wait a minute. I can't stand that. The notification covers half the damn screen. Can you guys see that when a notification comes up on my side? Does it show up over there on... Can you see them? Like it's my other channels coming through that I often wonder that. Anyway, you know what? I think I'm going to call it quits right now. I'm kind of burnt out and running out of things to talk about here. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow night if I'm up to it. Well, wait a minute. I got to go to my job tomorrow in the morning, then run over to another job for a few hours. So probably maybe Sunday night. You guys have a great day. Thanks again. Hit me with some thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. Thank you again. And Mark Yeager, I'm going to try to sub to you. Anybody else have a channel they need me to sub to? I'll come over and check yous out. Now wait a moment. What do we got here? Who's that? I can't. Man, my eyesight's going bad. I'm getting old here. You know what? I think I'm gonna roll. You guys have a great day. Thanks again for coming. All right. Let me end both of these about the same time, if I can. Wait, what the hell's going on? This one won't turn off. Well, there we go.